Welcome everyone, good morning, and this is a new market update. And today we're going to discuss Bitcoin after a very hectic weekend in which the price was not being moved through technicals, but just because of Elon Musk saying something on Twitter. Um, However, altcoins are literally not carrying at all, as those are still doing pretty fine in their Bitcoin pairs. And the ones that you should be focused on is the altcoins against Bitcoin, as that is the reasoning or actually the argumentation on why a certain altcoin is doing well or not. The drop in US dollar value on altcoins has happened through Bitcoin correcting, Bitcoin USD correcting, and that's mainly and primarily being done through Elon Musk tweeting about it. So we're going to look into Bitcoin, but before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. At 100k subscribers, I'm going to be verified on this YouTube channel, and that could be making it easier for me to get verified on Instagram. So subscribe beneath, also like if you like the content, and do not forget to comment if you want to see some specific content on this YouTube channel, as we are currently doing educational videos, fundamental videos, but also interviews, and we're going to integrate a new category relatively soon. So let's get to the chart, and I've put up the weekly chart for Bitcoin here first, in which we are losing the 21-week MA at this current price action, or at this current level. Are we getting into a market where the 21-week MA is not the only valuable moving average still? Might be. Are we making a fake out beneath the 21-week MA? Might also be the case. Where are we with the cycle? Well, this entire construction that we have here, some people will argue that it's a Wyckoff scheme. Some people are arguing that we're at the top of the bull cycle at this stage. There's a chance that we're getting a 2013 to 2014 cycle in which we're just consolidating at this stage. But in my opinion, we are not at the end of the bull cycle. We're just in a very healthy corrective move. As in the entire previous run, we did not have a correction of 30% or more. So the only thing that I do not like is that we're losing the 21-week MA. As that's been the primary indicator of the previous cycle. Might still be the case that we're just faking out beneath. So that's something that I'm definitely looking at in the coming week to see whether we can break back above, which is currently about like 48k. The other thing that I'm looking at, because I'm not one of the big fans of the 4-year cycle, I am assuming that we're going to have a longer bull market than the previous bull cycles, as the previous bull cycle was longer than the one before that as well. So I'm assuming that this cycle is going to last longer than the previous one, through which my assumption of where we are in the entire bull cycle relies a lot to the fact of the period that we have here. So if you look at this construction in itself, it's very familiar to the one that we have in 2016. So what do you want to have when we are into a bull cycle? What is the critical level on the weekly time frame? I'm not really discussing it too much. It is this entire region that we have here. So as we can see, we've had a consolidative period before we started to continue. So pretty much beneath 41k, you don't want to see Bitcoin go. And yes, we are beneath the 21-week MA, which means that you have to be a little bit more critical on what's currently happening in the markets. However, should you be selling your Bitcoin at this stage? I don't believe so. You should. I do not believe that you should sell your altcoins. I think you're granted a beautiful opportunity still. I think that we are still in a market structure that is relatively bullish. That's what we're discussing in a little bit. And second, the altcoins are still looking heavy for continuation, through which the focus is currently on Elon Musk and his tweets, while the focus should be on the market in itself. So it is sad that Elon Musk is moving the markets with his tweets. I think he is aware of that fact. Or the markets are behaving because of someone is tweeting about it. That's the other way around. However, the structure in itself of Bitcoin looks quite similar, as in we've seen a similar move here in 2016. Yes, in this case, we didn't break the all-time high yet, but I'm just showing it for the price action. So what did we see? We did see a similar sideways construction and breakdown. Price didn't lose the entire critical level here. Dropped a little beneath the 21-week MA as well, but we closed above. But the critical level held here. So when you see this weekly chart, and I've discussed it once when we had the lower low on the daily time frame, I just discussed the weekly construction. You don't want to see the price of Bitcoin drop below the green blocks. So unless we stay or unless we break beneath, everything is still bullish and we're just fine. What we are most likely going to get at this stage is that we're going to consolidate way longer than what we are anticipated. So I'm assuming that the price of Bitcoin in itself, and I'll just drop back towards the daily time frame. What I'm assuming to see happening here on the markets, and I'll just erase this. This is the critical level that I'm looking at based on that weekly time frame, this entire block. But what I'm assuming that is going to happen here, especially if we are able to close above this 45k level for today, is that we're going to have just a longer sideways period, just like we had after the halving period previously. So in that case, and especially if we are able to break above 45k, I think we're going to have this sideways construction, and I do believe that altcoins will start outperforming heavily. The entire breakdown of Bitcoin will be discussed in the live stream tonight, so do not forget to tune in. So when we're looking at a few of those altcoins, and when you look at the Bitcoin pairs, for instance, DIA, I'm covering that one again. This one is just consolidating above the 100-day and 200-day MA. Yes, the US dollar value is dropping down, but that is because of Bitcoin correcting heavily, as the Bitcoin value or DIA against Bitcoin is the same as yesterday. And I truly believe that once Bitcoin is going to settle down and bottom out and continue its range-bound construction, altcoins will just continue moving heavily to the upside. For one of them, DIA, but it's just an example of how many of those altcoins are looking at this stage right now. They all look the exact same. Swipe, Kava, KNC. I've done a DeFi video just yesterday regarding this topic, in which we know that most of them are eager to start breaking out. And we do know that Ethereum is at yearly highs. There's a bull cycle already. We do know that Cardano is showing strength. Even Polkadot is waking up. And also some other altcoins like XLM is currently waking up nicely. Since we have flipped this level for support, we are at the first resistance zone for XLM. So you can see that the Bitcoin pairs generally do not really care about the action that Bitcoin USD has at this stage. And I think we're just going to have continuation of the altcoins. And it's just a sign of strength that we have in the markets, and just a sign of less correlation between the markets in itself. And then you might argue, yeah, but the US dollar values are dropping down. Yes, but that's why you focus on the Bitcoin pairs. In general, as long as XLM stays above 1300 sats, I'm assuming that we're going to have a continuation. And I think that the moment Bitcoin is going to bottom out, which I believe has to be relatively soon, given what we just discussed, I think that altcoins will start continuing their upwards momentum. So stay calm, stay relaxed. If you have liquidity, you can use that liquidity. Further, just sit tight. It's the real first corrective move in the markets. Very healthy for the organic continuation. And I'll be back tonight at 19:30 Central European Time with the live stream regarding the markets. Also, do not forget to subscribe beneath. See you again.